Hey y'all, happy Tuesday, friends. Lois with LA Grace's Attic here with just an easy riser DIY for you. We're out in the shop this morning. I just finished this project, put the final distressing on it, and I just wanted to share it with you because I thought some of you might be wanting one of these. And you might see them in the stores, but you're like, I don't want to pay that. So this is just a simple riser. You see it's got little legs on it, and all it is used in decor displays. You can put it on a shelf or a table. You can put books on it. You can put flowers. You can just use in your vignettes in decor around your home to just elevate something, to rise it up a little bit, give it a little bit of dimension or whatever. There's 100 ways you can use this little simple thing, okay? I've made one before for you guys that was smaller and much shorter, and I use it. It had scallops on it, I think, and I used wood beads for the feet. I use it on my buffet to put my mason jars on with my silverware. You could use it for something like that. There's tons of ways you can use these. And you know how you have in your head, you want something for this particular space in your house, and you go looking for it. Well, recently I was at a store. I probably shouldn't name them, but it's a store I love, and I shop there all the time, and they have great sales, and I love this store. But they had, I was looking for something like this to elevate my doggy treats in my utility room, because I'm always trying to make my utility room fun, right? My laundry room, basically. It's where I spend a lot of time doing laundry, right? Can I get a witness? Laundry never ends. So I've tried to just make it homey in there and fun and make it pretty as much as you can, a laundry room, right? And so I wanted something to just get the little, I have them in jars, and I'll post a picture afterwards. But I didn't want anything fancy because it's dog treats, right? I just wanted something simple. So while I was shopping in the store recently, I saw one almost exactly like this. It wasn't painted like this, it was just the wood, and it was 20-ish something dollars, almost $30. And I thought, really? Like, I don't mind spending money here. I know that, I love this store, but I could totally do that. So I'm gonna show you today how I did it, easy breezy. If you wanna do it at home, you can. All I have here is this is a 2x6. It was an extra piece from a previous project that I had over here in the shop. You can't see, but there's like a whole wall of wood over here, and so I had this extra piece. So all I did was I cut the end off, I cut a chunk of it off. So this piece is 14 inches, which I measured my space ahead of time, and that's the space I needed, was about 14 inches, would fit perfectly in this space. So I lopped off the end to make my little feet, and then I cut that piece in half. And so these pieces, let me remember, they're about 2 inches tall, about 3.5 inches wide. And then I just centered them about 1 inch from the ends. I went in about 1 inch, marked them, and put them in place. And all I did was took some good old Gorilla Wood Glue. You can get this at the Dollar General, Walmart, Lowe's, just about anywhere you can find Gorilla Glue. So I got the Gorilla Wood Glue. I had my feet. I just covered and spread out the glue all over it. And then I didn't even use nails for this project, okay? That's the beauty of it. So I got some clamps. Once I had them glued in the spot, I just took my wood clamp, and this is the little one. I grabbed the wrong one. I've got some larger ones that I use, sorry about that. And all I did was clamp it down in place really tight. And then I just left it sitting on the table behind me overnight, and when I came out this morning, they're in place. That wood glue does the trick. And then I just dry brushed it with some white paint. Once that was dry, I hit it with a sander just to give it some distressing, and I think it turned out stinking cute. So, for a little bit of time and some stuff that I already had, I got my very own riser, and I didn't have to pay $20-ish, almost $30 for it. The 2x6, if you have to go buy one, you might be able to get it. I didn't look this up ahead of time, I apologize, but you could probably get a 3-foot piece for under $10, so for half the price if you have to go buy it. But I had it on hand. It doesn't have to be a 2x6. It could be a 2x4 you got laying around, or any kind of extra wood from a previous project, or ask somebody that you know might have wood. Hey, do you have an extra piece? And make your own. If you don't have the clamps, you can just turn it upside down, glue your feet in place, and put a heavier board on top of it, or even put heavy books on each side. Whatever you need to do to get it to hold in place. You don't have to have the clamps. So you can totally do this. So I hope this inspires you. Not that we don't want to support our favorite stores, but sometimes when you look at things and you're like, let me think, can I make that for cheaper? Sometimes it's not worth it. But in this case, I knew I had some boards and I knew I could do this. So you got to weigh the pros and cons, and don't be afraid to try. So there you go. Here's my riser. I'll post a picture of the item that was in the store, because I did take a picture of it, and then I'll post my finished product with the doggy treats on it, and let me know what you think. I hope this inspires you. Happy crafting. Love you guys.